Lol.
All right, so Snack's armor just crashed, so we'll have to wait 1 second, but yeah.
Can you hear a JTAC too?
Second?
You're a JTAC?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Me and Snack, we are the
Yeah,
TAC P
yeah.
team.
I remember there was only Snack.
In the beginning, there were only
Yeah.
a Snack,
Yeah.
but then a
No,
king
in
came
the
along.
beginning, there was just a idiotic Swede by the name of Mark.
Yeah, true. Before there was TAC P.
Okay, anyways, since we're waiting on Snack, I'll just go refill my glass of whiskey and I'll be right back. All right?
Alright. Holy fuck, this guy is lucky. Yeah, I just sitting in barracks right now and I cannot drink alcohol.
Uh-huh. I had a whiskey next to me, only in arm length, so I can just take it up and drink.
I ended my holidays 1 month, so. But that's funny because I start in the weekend on the next exercise weekend is ending on Wednesday, and basically I have the whole weekend. I start in the weekend on Wednesday, and I hope the commander will give us pass leaves. So yeah, because we'll do only sleeping and just going to gym.
Yeah, then it's better to be off at home.
Yeah, but I stayed right here because I ended holidays previous weekend, so I don't want to waste money to come back home weekend and weekend because I got 400 kilometers to university. So
Oh.
yeah.
Well, at least you have a computer and a working internet.
Yeah, exactly. I bought MSI exactly for this university because when I got the tests before joining, I I saw the guy with the MSI laptop playing some Far Cry or something like this, and I thought, fuck, I will join and I will pass everything, I will buy it, and I bought it.
Smart choice.
Yeah. Right now, my laptop is better than my PC in house.
I'm back.
Yeah, cool.
So how do you like Latitude 55?
It's perfect. I really like it.
Yeah. I'm almost having the trouble that it's too easy to drink it.
Well, yeah, I noticed that on the first ball. I was sitting there reading the book Firestrike, and like I just noticed, like I was just going to grab a sip of the whiskey, and I just noticed, shit, my glass is empty now.
How do you like the book, Fire Strikes?
It actually is really interesting.
Yeah.
It has given me a lot of insight.
What kind of whiskey you drinking?
I'm sorry?
What kind of whiskey you drinking?
It is a Scottish whiskey called Latitude 55 that King
fuck.
recommended to me.
All right. It's the I never drank whiskey, the single malt. I just the only only whiskey I drank is Jack Daniels.
Oh.
And Valentine's. So
Okay,
yeah.
then you should try Jameson or Latitude 55. They are very easy whiskeys to drink.
All
Not
right.
too smoky.
You know what, Canfield? Next year, I think I'll be going to Poland for a couple of weeks. Maybe we can meet up and I can just, give you a tour of different good whiskeys.
Oh yeah. All right. All right. I yeah. Because I just sometimes one day, I think 2 weeks ago, I just Google whiskeys here in
Mm-hmm.
Poland, and yeah,
I mean, to be honest,
I
there
realized
are not.
that Jack Daniels and the other shit is the malted is the not the single malt, but it's something like
Yeah, but
twist.
to be honest, Poland has never been big on whiskey.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Exactly.
choice, the choice you have has always been pretty shitty.
Because the because the whiskey is very expensive here in Poland.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like Balkan countries have always resorted to other styles of
Yeah,
heavy
yeah,
alcohol, like vodka, for example. I mean, that is our holy grail. So like you don't see anyone else really drinking something like whiskey or even rum.
you drinking it with cola or just
What, rum?
yeah? No, the 152.
No, whiskey. I would never pour cola into some whiskey
Uh-huh.
unless it's like Daniels, because
Yeah.
then it is slightly more bearable to drink.
All right. So if I will buy 152, I will check it with cola and without, because I really taste with cola of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That is basically the only way you can drink Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, I understand that you don't really like the taste of whiskey because
Yeah,
you still haven't tried any, like proper
I tried the
whiskey yet.
unpurified whiskey, the
Mhm.
Jack Daniels, and that tastes like a fucking vodka. I don't know. It is normal. There's like a I don't know. That was tastes like a the mix
I mean,
something mixed with vodka.
when it comes to Jack Daniels, it just feels like it's hand sanitizer with some other ingredients pulled in.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is driving on the airfield? I should fucking cane them for doing that. Airfield is our domain, motherfuckers.
It's 1-3.
Okay, well, if they keep driving on the airfield, I am going to take a A10 and buzz the shit out of them.
I can raise them.
I said buzz, not decimate.
I will clear your hot. It will be on me.
I going to buy some things, and I think on the
Radio check, Cowboy 01 on 60.
Wait.
Primary 1, 3G5 by 5. Out. Anyways, yes? Canfield?
Yeah.
What were you saying? Sorry, I
Wait,
decided
I
to
have to
respond just now.
translate.
Okay. I mean, you can always take it in Polish and I can translate afterwards.
Yeah, I going to buy the joystick on Christmas, I think.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The Logitech one.
Mm-hmm.
It's good, I think. For me, I'm not a freak, and I think it will be enough for Arma.
Just wait. You start by buying the stick and then you just get more and more dragged in.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is my iPad out of juice? I had all my notes on it.
Because you forgot to plug in the cable?
I literally just unplugged it before taking it to the PC.
Did you plug in the part that goes into the wall?
Yeah. I am staring at the plug right now. And it's plugged in.
Have you checked the fuse of the apartment?
There we go, 46%. It is juiced. It just got turned off for some reason. Anyways.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I will fucking strangle you for that statement.
Game on.
Okay, anyways. Norheim is not here yet, but most of the contents of this briefing is aimed towards TAC-P, so that you guys can just become more and more comfortable with doing talk-on. Anyways, the intent of this training is to improve communication between you guys and the pilots when it comes to the localization of targets and identification, especially when it comes to identifying in the blind, meaning that the pilots aren't using any flare camera pods or anything like that. Meaning that you will be using your binoculars and your binoculars only to as the only piece of augmented vision between you and the pilot. The plan
Can
is
we
rather
use
simple. Yeah.
Can we use smoke to initiate a reference point?
You could, but I can already tell you that most of the targets are not really within smoke distance unless you are willing to bet on using grenade launcher smokes.
Ah, that's a plan.
Yeah. But anyways, the plan of this training is really simple. You guys will be starting out in a smaller FOB on the southeastern side of the map, right near the airfield down there. You may already see the polygon that has been drawn there. Do you have eyes on?
Eyes on.
All right. You will be starting out in this point, which is a small FOB with towers and such. You're clear to move freely around this FOB, meaning you can utilize any of the buildings, etc., to aid in finding all of the targets. There is a total of 15 targets around this whole polygon with varying levels
No
of
whisper target found.
like cover and distance from you guys, meaning that you'll really have to look around. Some of these are easier to spot, while others are rather concealed. Once you have, you will be engaging one target at a time, and you will be alternating between the available helicopters to you, meaning that today it will be Canfield and Norheim that will be in one bird each, and they will be up in the air to receive your communications. So, for example, if you find one target, talk to the first bird. Once that target is down, you find the next target, and then you use the second bird to neutralize that target, and then we just cycle through like that until all 15 targets are done. Let's see. Helicopters that will be used are Little Birds with 762, as well as 32 M192 rockets. So you have total freedom when it comes to choosing what weapons should be used on the targets. And as said, you can use your binoculars or to get a better visual of the targets, and you can use smokes in this case to initialize a reference point for the pilot. Do we have any questions?
Nope.
Nope.
No. Okay, anyways, what we will be going through now is just some, like, how you should commence the talk-on. Generally, when you start with a talk-on, you just want to point the pilot towards the general area. So, for example, if a pilot would be far away, you just tell them what sort of like area you are in, where they should be looking. Once the pilot has visual of that, you start moving into smaller and smaller areas. So, for example, if we would have a enemy down by the like down here, you just reference that point. You can use the buildings that are there, meaning that you can use the windmills as a reference point. Once they have eyes on the windmills, they know that they should be looking in that specific area. Once that is done, you work your way to more and more detailed as well as smaller areas. So, for example, you could tell the pilot to look on the west part, like west half of the windmills, to indicate that the enemy is somewhere here. And that is how you work your way from the top all the way to the bottom. You could point out I don't know, certain buildings, certain vehicles, or even certain trees that may stick out, or other parts of vegetation that could aid with locating the targets. So just to make it a bit easy on you guys, all of the targets should be close to wherever identifiable. Anyways, all targets should be close to some sort of easily identifiable small objects in this area. And that is about it. Questions?
No.
No. Awesome. Let's see. We've been basically going on for 15 minutes here. No idea when Norheim will be joining, but what we can do is we can start out by sending you guys over there and preparing King, your arm is fucked.
The god speaking.
I have some extra voices in my head.
Yeah, I think that anyone who is in the channel who is not using TFR can hear us for some reason. I think that the server settings are fucked up for some reason, because first we had the names overheads, and now we also have the TeamSpeak or TFR channel in TeamSpeak not working properly.
Yeah.
That means that me and Kuslan are going to have to take a look at that afterwards.
Radios channel?
60.
60 for long range and 150 for short range. But yeah, King, let's just go over this quickly. Let's say that we have a little bird over by the town of Shalkea, approximately 4 clicks north of the area. How would you commence a talk-on for that helicopter?
Well, where's the enemy?
In the area. Let's just pick a specific spot and just explain your way, all the way through how you would approach this.
Well, I would start off with saying where I am, so it has a reference point where I am, and I would be on a very high hill, 1 meters up, west of Serenako. The terrain is a valley going from northwest to southeast, and I am on the northern hill of that valley, and the enemy is on the southern hill of that valley. On the southern hill of that valley has several windmills, and they're going in a line from west to east.
You're kind of getting a bit ahead here. Like, how would you do this in communications, really? So, what would your first communication be to tell the pilot that you need help in this specific area? You did right with telling the pilot your position and where they should start looking at. And that is good enough for the first transmission. That means the pilot knows approximately where you are and where he should look. So he moves down to the area. And from there on, you would communicate that he should be looking in the southern part of the area near the windmills. And that is good enough for the next transmission until you hear back from the pilot that he has eyes on the windmills and starts looking there. Then the next transmission would, for example, be like, I don't know, western part of the windmills or eastern part of the windmills. And then you just take this piece by piece, transmission by transmission, and you just work your way down to the specifics of the small area that you want him to hit. So, yeah, let's try this again, but this time take it in like how you would do this with your communication. So, how many transmissions would you have? What would you say in those transmissions, etc., etc.?
Yeah, so first transmission would be basically a check-in with a game plan and my location.
Mm-hmm.
So why I'm here, what they are doing, so the pilot knows what's happening, what it's looking for.
so that is the first transmission.
Yeah, so basically like Vulture 1, this is Cowboy 02, currently embedded with our infantry platoon located on a hill west of Selenaco. So that had covered, now I covered my position and what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
We'll continue with currently being engaged by enemy infantry on south side of our position, about 1 click out. No known anti-air threats. So now he knows what we're doing and if there are any threats to him.
Yeah. And what would you do next? You need to point out the like general area of where you want the pilot to look, correct?
Yeah.
So what would you say to the pilot then if you want to give him a general area?
Like the easiest would be just be giving a grid ref or a reference point from my location.
Oh, what the fuck are they doing?
Demo training.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Look at the
So,
map.
for example, I would, for example, talk about that we're on a fob on a hill at grid ref 200167 and ask him to confirm if he has eyes on. If he confirms he has eyes on, then we now have a good established reference point to work from. So from then I will work that south of my position 800 meters in a valley going northwest to southeast. There are several incursions into the valley in incursion with a small church. There are enemies in the valley advancing north. And confirm him to tally. And if he tallies, I would ask him what he's seeing. And if he sees like 2 squads advancing along the road towards you, then I would say confirmed, that is your target. And then we just push on with what's it called, what weapon to use and all that stuff. Then clear him hot.
Yeah, and that is a pretty good talk on. You start with the generics, so general area, general direction. Once that is done and you have confirmation from the pilot, you go down a bit. Down a bit. Start talking about a bit more detailed items like I don't know, large points of interest that the pilot could easily spot inside the area. From there on, you can start moving to even smaller pieces of information, like general direction from that point of interest, and just different other identifying objects such as vegetation, buildings, or other features of the area that the enemy is in. The goal of this is essentially that you don't really need to give the pilot a grid reference. You should be able to get the pilot looking at the exact spot without using those, and simply by using communication and identification of different POIs, the different features of the terrain, and, as said, different objects in the area. Do we have any questions so far? Hi, Nora.
Hi.
No?
Okay, wait a second. I need to fucking this.
Oh, okay. Hi, Gifford.
There's a bald man in front of me, and I don't like it.
Hi, Schultz. Joel. Could you maybe turn off your microphone or something? Okay, no, he's gone.
He's here, but he's gone.
Hey, get bird.
What the fuck is that animation, Canfield? Hell. Beg your pardon? Can you stop looking at me like a fucking creep? Thank you. Bro, do you guys see that animation Canfield is doing? What the fuck are
Yeah.
you doing, Canfield? What is that?
Wait, so
He's
if
like getting ready to box, dude. He's
Here?
like,
There he
Hi.
is.
but if you have an animation as a client side, will everybody still see that?
I don't know.
Depends on whether the animation is part of the any mods you have enabled or the vanilla game.
Hey, look at that. Look at this dude. The hell? It looks like he's getting ready to ask a girl out for the first time, and he doesn't know how to do it. He's just kind of looking down at the ground, all shy, hands are shaking.
There you go.
Hello.
Hello?
Gepard, go grab your gear.
They're bald.
My
go grab your
T-file's
gear.
fucked. I can
Yeah,
I
it
can
is.
hear.
Congratulations.
Then everyone can hear
Hello?
you.
Yes.
Yeah,
can
hi,
hear
we hear
and
you.
it's
Gepard.
all-
Turn on you have to turn on the plugin, I think.
Boys, you're running out of time.
Sake.
Is it gonna upset you guys if I borrow a 4-wheeler to go check on 1-3?
No.
Go do it.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gepard, you need to
let's see.
turn on your
Norheim?
fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's not working, and you may
help
just have
Dude,
to.
I
me
can hear the
prep,
entire fucking
free
server. The thing is enabled.
Attack birds at the same time.
Uh,
We're going to
Three.
want to have.
We don't have 3. We have 2.
I don't know. I
I
don't know
will
what to tell you,
place down
Chief.
another one.
Perhaps
You just
You want
abort.
the
Don't like
Norheim
completely leave the
special,
server,
or you
but
want
abort.
a multi
Yeah,
one?
Leave
we're doing the
T-Far on
Norheim
TeamSpeak
special
and then join the game
762
and then
and
join the
32
T-Far, like force
times
join the
M192s.
password 1, 2, 3.
36 times, but yeah.
Just go do it.
Oh, Mark, how many pilots we're gonna have tomorrow?
Best.
That is a good question. As far as I know, Norheim will not be available, but you can count on me and Canfield at the very least. Maybe also
Yeah.
Gepard.
Trying to remember what the mission tomorrow is. Because I think if it's the one I'm thinking, if it's cool with you guys, instead of running Little Birds, I think Blackhawk with the side guns would be a better choice for Cass. If it's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Dude, trust me. Just trust me. If it's what I'm thinking.
All right. Well, you are part
Yeah.
of the planning process for the missions, so
Yeah,
if you feel like it would be beneficial, then yeah.
I'll figure it out. I'll let you know for sure. But I need to look at what mission is tomorrow because I kind of forgot. Awkward hasn't come out yet. Anyways, Pard, thank you for no longer being bold.
What?
But thank you for no longer being bald.
That's really rude. I'm gonna have to submit a formal complaint via my direct supervisor, Mark. Mark,
God, you sound
Snacks
just like
being,
an Air Force guy.
Snack's being mean to me. Mark.
Why is it being mean to you?
Oh no.
Because you're
Just
bald.
look at him. Just look up and take a good look at him.
Wait, just stand
Mark,
still,
you could
Gepard.
just place the little bird between these two there, alright?
No.
It's already configured. M229's 36 times and 762 is already on that bird. Okay,
Where's this
Look at this
magic bird
dude.
that you're
He's
talking
trying
about?
to kill me, bro. You're a pilot. Come on.
By the fucking truck, you nut.
He's not even a pilot, he's a gunner. Look at that mask.
What's wrong with him?
Hey, look at
Everybody
look at
was kung fu fighting.
Permission to fire.
You're cleared hot. Guns, guns, guns.
Holy fuck.
Okay,
So are we getting
anyways.
an A10 or are we not getting an A10?
Norheim, are the
Oh,
two birds
that's all
configured
bullshit.
and rearmed?
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
good.
done.
Alright, good. In that case, TAC P, you will be teleported over to that FOB of yours. While you get your bearings, the pilots will start flying over it. You will have 3 birds available to you. So for each new target, I want you to cycle between the helicopters. Every pilot will have 5 targets to shoot at in total. Alright?
Oh yeah,
Is
if
there a
you're one of those
possibility-
pilots, wait,
Sorry, Noheim.
if you're one of those pilots that's weird and likes to shoot from the co-pilot seat, you have to refigure your chopper.
No, everyone is doing it from the typical pilot seat. No one will be using cameras or anything.
Okay.
That is part of the training. The idea is that you should be able to spot the targets just from your own eyes, as well as the communication between you guys and the TAC P.
I
Alright?
see.
Also, can we take a look at Gepard's tricked out fucking rifle, dude? This man's got a suppressor, a PEC-15, a bulldog, fucking
I just picked what I like, dude.
He bought it. He
This
bought it
dude-
aftermarket.
I
This
did. I
dude
bought
was
it
Oh,
on
and by the way,
AliExpress, dude.
Guys, just really quick. The targets inside the area are your usual vanilla yellow pop-up targets, just so that it makes it a bit easier for you to spot them. All right?
Roger.
We can go. We can
Don't
look
worry though.
between
I'll change
my
it
gun and
for
get
you,
Anyways.
Snack. There you go.
Goodbye,
Now I look
King.
like
Yeah,
a fucking.
yeah. All right. You take southwest. I'll take northeast. Make sense?
Yep.
And then yeah.
Cowboy 1, Cowboy 2, this is Airborne. Message over. Yeah, I'll go for Cowboy 1.
Cowboy 2. I got nothing.
Stand by, I will fill up your helicopter. Just get out of it really quick. Try now, Campfield. Try the co-pilot seat, Campfield. See if that works better. Campfield, do you have the weapon?
I got eyes on one to the northwest.
Yeah, I got eyes on several.
Understood, then use that seat for the training. All vultures from Air 1, feel free to take off, move towards IP Alpha. Vulture 1, you take lead on formation. Just to reiterate, Norheim, Vulture 1, Gepard, Vulture 2, and Canfield, Vulture 3.
I'm moving to the roof of the building next to me because it's making a huge blind spot in the southeastern direction.
Cowboy, Air 1.
Go for Cowboy.
Be advised, all vultures are flying out information towards IP Alpha ETA 2 mics until on station. Over.
Cowboy copies all out.
Then also further remarks, this exercise will be timed to see how well you perform with the talk-ons. This is just to get some data. It's nothing you have to worry about. I just want to keep track of how this progresses.
Yeah, sounds good, man. I only see 2 targets on my side. I don't know how many you've seen so far, but
I have about 8.
damn, I think I just picked the wrong side.
Yeah, just to reiterate, you guys are looking for 15 targets total. Some of them are rather well hidden. Some of them are not.
I may have to move towards your side after I do the 2 that I've seen, because my issue 2 is at northeast. The fucking AO runs out not too far from where I'm looking. So there may just not be any more targets on this side.
Start slowing down. We have IP Alpha Insider.
Cowboy from Area 1 on 150. I advise you guys move over to 151 to eliminate crosstalk between you guys and the pilots over this channel.
Testing on 151.
One 151 check.
151, good.
Cowboy 1, this is Vulture 1, message over.
Yeah, go for Cowboy 1.
All Vultures are standing by on IP Alpha, over.
Affirmative 7. Send Vulture 1 to IP Charlie, Vulture 2 to IP Bravo, and leave Vulture 3 at IP Alpha, over.
Repeat, Vulture 1 at Bravo and Vulture 2 at Charlie, and Vulture 3 should remain at Alpha, correct? Over.
Close enough, but yes, go forward with that.
Affirm.
You want to take the first one since Vulture 3 is already at Alpha?
Can do. So I'm taking Vulture 1.
Timer for exercise starts now.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, man. Go ahead and do your first talk-on.
Right here. Vulture 1, Cowboy 2.
message.
From Cowboy 2, currently located at OP Eagle Eye, west of Selenako on a big hill. Say visual on my location, over.
Wait, one, still traveling towards IP Bravo. We'll try to locate your location when on station, over.
Use Vulture 3, he's already at Alpha.
Never mind, now I started up with the Vulture 1.
Hey Mark, sorry, Air 1, do you copy?
Go for Air 1.
Can you confirm for me, are they able to use bearings at all, or am I just gonna have to completely talk them all?
You can use bearings, etc. Only thing they can't use is flare camera pods and stuff like that.
Copy that, just checking.
Cowboy 2, this is Vulture 1 message.
Cowboy 2, send.
Vulture 1 got on the hill where attack P's are located, over.
From Cowboy 02, tell us that. Commission confirms. I continue. South of my position, there is a road going from northwest to southeast. Along that road goes power wires. Do you have visual?
Wait, one. Is it the road southeast of your location, over?
Negative. The road is southwest of my position and is running from northwest to southeast along power lines moving southeast as well, over.
Hur fan kom du upp där?
Bättre.
Ephraim, I got eyes on map, but not visual. It's a bit too foggy for me to see all that, over.
From Cowboy 02, Roger. Push until you have visual on the road, over.
That's a good copy. Vulture 1 will be pushing until I have visual contact of the road, over.
Du måste,
Probably move the IPs in closer.
du måste använda advanced movement för att klättra upp. Jag klättrar upp här uppe. Jag klättrar här uppe så funkar det för mig.
Yeah, 4-bar can't climb here.
Well, they're still just only IPs and no BPs.
Cowboy 2, this is Vulture 1 message.
Cowboy 02, send.
Are you talking about that road that curves to the southwest and then splits in two, over?
From Cowboy 02, negative, but let's continue from that. When the road splits in two, you have one road leading west-northwest, visual.
It does split. You can't just see it split up ahead because it's over the crest.
Cowboy 2, this is Vulture 1. I got visual on that road, over.
Excellent. Along that road there is electric wiring, visual.
That's a good copy. Vulture 1 got visual on the electric wiring, over.
Excellent. Just south of my position, between my position and the road, there are 3 burnt out tank wrecks next to a small HESCO station, over.
Wait, one. Try to locate. Cowboy 2, did you say southwest of your current location, over?
Negative, just south of my position between me and the road there are 3 burnt out tank wreckage just close to a small Hesco bearer, over.
I got no eyes on those tanks or the Hesco barrier, over. Is it possible that you can laser those so I can see them on the radar, over?
Var? Skjuter bara rök. From Cowboy 2, no laser shielding. Do you have visual on red smoke south of my position, over?
That's a good copy. I got eyes on red smoke, over.
From the smoke north 100 meters, you cross the road. There you will have 3 tank wreckage, over.
That's a good copy. I got eyes on the tank wreckage.
The tank wreckage closest to the east towards you have a one-time bandit in yellow clothing. Do you have a tally, over?
The one closest to east, 1 times bandit, over.
Afram, do you tally?
That's a good copy. I got eyes visual, over.
Excellent. This will be a type 1. Guns, guns, guns. Come in from east, aggress to west to IP Delta. Say when ready.
Good copy. Guns from east to west towards Delta, over.
Correct. Friendlies are located 150 meters north. You are clear to engage.
That's a good copy. Vulture 1, guns.
Träffar bra.
Slösar alla sina.
Vulture 1 from Cowboy 2, good BDA, 100 over 100. Push IP Delta and stand by for further taskings, and over.
That's a good copy. Vulture heading to IP Delta and being standby. Out.
Primary 1 to all call signs, be advised, the Vulture 3 is off station, had to leave the exercise. Only 2 Vultures are on station from now on.
Over.
So who's Vulture 2?
That would be Gepard, over.
Alrighty, Gepard, Vulture 2, this is Cowboy, do you copy?
Receiving.
Confirm your IP, please.
Ja.
IP Charlie,
Bra verkan
southbound.
på målet.
Han träffar bra då.
Jag kommer ta och flytta undan alla mål som har blivit redan
Copy,
skjutna,
IP
så att ni
Charlie.
inte skjuter på dem 2 gånger av misstag.
Det är skönt.
Men det var bra Talk-on där.
Tack.
Vulture 2, friendly location at Fob Eagle Eye. Confirm on visual, over.
Confirming Fob Eagle.
Confirm. Approximately 163 meters to the east of my location, we have 1 times enemy combatant in a shrub bearing 112. Confirm when eyes on.
Vulture 2, Cowboy, confirm, is it in a defilade or is it kind of the same incline as you?
Vulture 2, he's sitting at the top of that defilade, next to a tall pine tree.
Confirm, would there be stone walls surrounding that pine tree?
There is stone walls in front of it about 5 meters, and stone walls behind it about another 5 meters.
Firm, I believe I have eyes on the tree that you're talking about. I have no eyes on the actual individual at this time.
Firm, the individual would be standing at the base of the tree about 3 meters from it to the south of it.
Yeah, Vulture 2, Cowboy, be advised, still no eyes on the target.
Affirmatives. Vulture 2, seeing as you have the location that I'm describing in your sights, you are clear for Type 2 rockets. Launch one M229 in that direction. Over.
Receiving, firing. Vulture 2, confirm rounds on target.
Confirmed, second round was close, but no joy. Come back for another pass.
Received.
Vulture 2, BDA 100 over 100. Good hit.
Vulture 1, Cowboy 2.
This is Vulture 1, send your message over.
From Cowboy 2, push BP Rosie, report when established.
Good copy, pushing BP Rosie will establish contact when at BP Rosie. Out.
Alright, så jag var där och gav några pointers till Snack. Jag kommer också ge dem till dig. När det gäller Talk-on, piloten behöver inte explicit ha visuell på målet exakt. Bara de har visuell på det området där fienden befinner sig. Speciellt om du kanske ser en fiende inne i en byggnad eller något sånt. Så kan du säga liksom att de ska leta efter byggnaden. Är de nära en... ja, något fordon, men de kan inte se från sin position. Bara de ser fordonet och du tycker att de kan vara fortfarande effektiva från den positionen, då kan du fortfarande klara dem hot.
Vulture 2, begin your push towards IP Delta and stand by for engagement, over.
Received, heading IP Delta.
Primary 1-2, all call signs, 2 targets down, 13 to go.
Cabo 2, this is Vulture 1, message over.
Cabo 2, send.
Vulture 1 standing by on BP Rosie, over.
Copies from Cabo 02. From my location, straight west, there is a transformation station with electric wire goes out in 3 directions. Do we have visual, over?
I got a visual on the station, over.
Just east of that station, there is a white road that takes a sharp L bend. Visual, over.
Wait, 1, need to higher altitude to get visual on the road, over. Meanwhile, which direction is this road heading towards, over? From the station.
From the station, it's heading southeast and will get masked by my position, over.
Men han borde se den. Han ser definitivt den vägen. Kom igen, bekräfta.
That's a good. I got eyes on the road, over.
Excellent. Do you have a visual on the big L bend, a sharp turnover?
That's a good copy. I have eyes on the sharp turnover.
From the sharp turn, count 2 poles of electric wire to the east, and then you will have a small path leading along a high rise next to some windmills. Visual, over.
Copy. I got visual. There's a house in the end of it, over.
Correct, over. The first windmill on the west side of the path has one-time infantry located on it. Do you have visual, over?
I got eyes on the windmill, no eyes on the actual contact. Is it right next to the windmill or any direction from it, over?
The contact is directly next to the base of the windmill, over.
That's a good copy. I got eyes on the windmill, no eyes on the contact, over.
Roger. This will be a type 1 mission, guns, guns, guns. You are clear to engage the foot of the windmill. And wrong, correct. You are clear hot on the base of the windmill. Egress back to BP Rosie and set up for a rerun if needed, over.
That's a good copy. Which direction should I approach? Right now I have a visual north from west. Is that okay, over?
A-firm. Your final attack heading is perfect, over. Det var inte rätt, Solpe. Vulture 1, copy 2.
This is Vulture 1, sending message.
Reference last mission. The windmill is the next one on the left side to the west, over. To the east, over.
That's a good copy. We'll do a rerun from south to north and then head back to EP Rosie.
Negative on south to north. Push to BP Rosie and move from north to south, over.
That's a good copy. Rerouting.
Jag vill inte ha splittrat mot mig. Skjuter han från norr eller från söder till norr nu så kommer vi få rikochetterna. Vulture 1, copy 2.
This is Vulture 1, send your message.
Reason that you're not allowed to push from south to north is that the ricochets will probably be hitting me, over.
Yeah, that's a good copy. Understandable. We'll reposition and try again, over.
Hur går det?
Jo då, han sköt ju på fel stolpe, så jag har korrigerat honom och skickat han till BP Rose igen för att köra en reattack.
Mm.
Och han ville komma in direkt från söder till norr, men jag sa nej och skicka han norrut, för annars så skulle vi få rikochetterna på oss.
Ja,
On station on BP Rosie, is the target to the west of the last windmill I hit? Over.
Negative, it's east side of the last target, over. So from our view, it's the left side, over.
That's a good copy. Is this the windmill that closest to the big road? Over.
Correct, over.
That's a good copy. We'll try guns again. Over.
421, you're cleared hot.
Guns. Out.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Butcher 1, Cowboy 2, good BDA, 100 over 100. Push IP Delta and stand by for new taskings, over.
Ja,
Good copy. Pushing IP Delta and standing by. Out.
jag tar bort målet. Det är som sagt, vi behöver inte få
Volt
ner målen bara. Vi
2,
kommer
Cowboy
in i
1,
rätt område.
push BP, peanut butter.
Han fick faktiskt ner det på typ den 50 kilon ungefär. Sen var det ju studs runt omkring, men den gick ner.
Vulture 2, Cowboy 1, do you copy last?
I copy. Having a hard time finding P&J though.
Reference map is just south of BP Rosie, BP PB&J.
I have eyes on now. Going to be heading to BPP.
Tjena. Försök ha enkla referensnamn.
Cowboy 1, next time try to make it blue. It's easier to see than black. Over.
Over.
It's peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time.
There you go, Cowboy 1. I mean, fuck. There you go, Vulture 1. Vulture 2, once you're sitting at BP, confirm visual on FOB, Eagle Eye, over.
Standing by on BP Delta.
Vulture 2 in position. Eyes on FOB.
Hey, for Vulture 2, reference the FOB and follow it up the hill to the southeast. You'll see a tree with a large stone wall behind it, and the tree is shaped in a V. Confirm when eyes on.
Vad fan är det här för slags stradans?
Be advised,
Jag vet inte.
my point of view, I'm not going to see any lettering distinctions. Could you confirm if it's going to be at what distance?
A firm, to the southeast, up the hill, 160 meters.
Det var rätt så exakt 100 meter, men nej. Har du ögon på någon annan med?
Ja, jag har fler mål att jobba på.
Yes, grymt.
Och det bästa är att jag kan använda förra rundans referenspunkter.
Or after the road?
Ja.
Tänker skjuta på den jäveln i skogskanten där borta.
Before the road.
Jag tror att jag valde den enklare sidan faktiskt.
Ja, i alla fall den med flest mål i alla fall.
Oj, det här målet kommer du inte se. Jag måste ta om positionera lite. Typ så. Väldigt sneaky nu i alla fall.
Ja, fick jag ett nytt mål?
Vulture 2, let's try this. Get eyes on the light post on the southeastern side of the FOB. Confirm on visual.
Är det någonting som kommer hamna i mittfält eller?
Is that going to be a light post that's surrounded by a sandbag complex with a metal barrack next to it?
Confirmed.
Önskar jag hade fotografiskt minne.
Copy. Follow that southeast about 50 meters. You'll see 2 trees, a tall one and a shorter one, 2 pine trees over.
I believe I have eyes on those 2 trees.
Affirmative. About another 15-20 meters to the right of that and up the hill, you'll see 1 single tree with a stone wall behind it.
I believe I have eyes on the area that you're referring to.
Affirmative. Just behind that tree stands 1 times target. Type 1 in effect. You're clear and hot.
Copy that. Inbound.
Vart fan skjuter han?
Inte mot rätt mål.
Långt ifrån.
Vulture 2, no joy, no joy. That's the wrong area.
Copy that.
Push for BP, PB&J again, please.
Ska du gå ut så gå nu?
Vulture 2 in position.
Hey, for Vulture 2, stand by for red smoke on the approximate area. Confirm when eyes on.
Oh, that's spot on. That is spot fucking on.
Ja, det går inte att missa.
Eyes on red smoke.
Affirmative. Vulture 2, you're clearing hot. That's the area I need you to hit. Guns, guns, guns.
Copy that. Inbound. Guns, guns, guns.
Just for clarification, you don't actually need to shoot down the target as long as the pilot has been able to identify and shoot at the correct area. You are cleared for that target.
Abram. Vulture 2, good effect on target. I say again, good effect on target. Push for IP, Charlie, over.
Det är inte då.
IP Charlie, confirmed.
Vulture 1, cover 2.
This is Vulture 1, send your message over.
From cover 2, push BP Rosie, report when established, over.
Good copy. Vulture is moving to BP Rosie. Will report in when on station, over.
Is it me, Mark? Am I the problem?
What do you mean?
Like, was my fucking talk on bad, or what happened?
No, you had a pretty good talk on. You could have been You could have been a bit more descriptive, maybe on like, I don't know, stuff like the shape of the stone wall, like how it bends, or maybe if you see some other shrubbery next to the tree, you could also describe that. It's just that talk-ons depend quite a bit on like being extensive when it comes to descriptions. I think that it could also have been a bit of a issue on the pilot side for that one. because like where he actually landed with the rocket was nowhere close to a area that could match your description.
Okay.
But this is why we have the trainings. So like given enough time, I think that
Cowboy
everyone
2,
will
this
be
is
able to
Vulture 1
do
on station on BP Road 3.
stuff
Over.
spot on.
Vulture 1, Cowboy 2 copies. Reference last mission, we had a road that went into an L shape next to a power plant. Do you have visual on the L bend over?
That's a good copy. I have visual on the L bend road. Over.
If you look to the east and follow the road, you have power lines. Between the first and second power line pole, you have a small forest patch just next to the road. Do you have visual?
A firm, is it the... Yes, is it the between the two, the second and the third pole? Over.
From Cowboy 02, that should be correct. We're talking about 50 to 100 meters from the L bend over.
A firm, I got visual. Over.
Roger. In just close to the road, there are two pine trees. They are the closest trees to the road. There are infantry in the tree line. Over.
Wait, one. Is that the two trees really close to the L shape? Over.
Repeat last. Over.
Is that the two trees that are between the first pole and the second, if you look where the bend goes east? Over.
That's correct. Over.
Is it there where I should hit it? Over.
Do you have visual of any targets in that area? Over.
No, not from this height. I need to be way closer if I am supposed to see them. Over.
Roger. No friendlies in the area, so type 1 effect. Type 1 in effect with guns initially. They're after rockets. Push towards the two trees with guns, and I will correct the fire. You are cleared hot.
That's a good copy. We'll begin with guns for target visualization, and then rockets if hit correct. Over.
That's correct. Clear hot.
That's a good copy. Guns.
Bra effekt.
Träff mitt på.
Jag tar flyttar målet redan. Det där var ju fan spara.
Vulture 1 from Cowboy 2, dead on, good effect on targets, 100 over 100. Infantry is destroyed. Push IP Delta for next tasking. Over.
That's a good copy. Pushing IP Delta for next tasking.
Vulture 1 and Bravo 2.
This is Vulture 1 message.
Vulture 1 from Cowboy02. Push to BP Anna over IP Alpha. And stay at the BP Anna for further taskings when Vulture 2 is clear over.
That's a good copy. Moving towards BP Anna, and we'll stay there. Out.
Vulture 2, this is Cowboy 1. Push for BP Whiskey, over.
Received. Whiskey.
Acknowledge as well. I recommend getting a little bit of altitude for this one, over.
Copy, doubling altitude.
Snack, we will have a risk of having Vulture 1 at the BP Anna.
He'll be alright, Chief.
Roger.
On standby at BP Anna, over.
Cowboy02 copies out.
Vulture 2 in possession.
Vulture 2, at the base of the Fob Hill, you'll see a large concentration of trees to the northeast. Confirm one visual.
Confirmed. Vulture 2 confirmed.
Standby. Vulture 2, get eyes on the approximate center of the concentration of trees. Confirm one visual.
Confirmed.
Vulture 2, get eyes on the opening at the center of the concentration of trees. You should see some rocks lying around there as well.
Confirmed. Is that going to be to the left or to the right?
Negative. Dead center of the concentration towards the beginning of the concentration, closest to the fob.
I believe I have eyes on the rocks that you're referring to.
Vulture 2, aim towards. Vulture 2, aim for the opening and the concentration of trees relevant to the rocks, and begin type 1, guns, 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 over.
Received. Just to confirm, northeast of your pause, big cluster of trees. At the base of the trees, there's some rocks. That's the area that you want me to fire upon.
Affirm.
Copy that. Guns, guns, guns.
Vulture 2, go by for another pass from BP Whiskey. Adjust fire 5 to 10 meters to the left of your previous engagement. Over.
Copy that. Going for a second pass.
Vulture 2, good effect on target. I say again, good effect on target.
You're done, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Vulture 1, Cabo 1, Cabo 2.
This is Vulture 1, send your message over.
From Cabo 2, my position as before on OP Eagle Eye Hill. On the left side of my terrain is the power plant station where 3 power lines moves in. Do you have a visual?
Wait one.
Vulture 2, move back towards IP Charlie. Over.
Received.
And reference the L bend shape in the road. Visual. Over.
Got eyes on the L bend and your position. Over.
Roger. Between the transformer and the L bend is a small 1-story building. Do you have visual? Over?
I get eyes on it. On the northwest of it, there's another building under a power line. Is that correct? Over.
That is correct. Behind that building is infantry. This is a Type 1 mission with rockets.
That's a good copy. Should I hit it from the east to the west? Over.
Negative, come in from BP Anna and hit the building with rockets, and we will hit the infantry as well. Over.
That's a copy. We'll come from BP Anna, so that's northeast to southwest. Over.
From Cabo 02 sounds very good for me. You are clear to continue. Over.
Which one is it you're looking at?
That's a good copy.
Den som är närmast stationen.
We'll move in on target in. Well, I'm moving in now.
Music off, Airman. Han vid stenarna eller?
Nej, han finns bakom huset.
Jag kan säga att det finns ett till mål inom typ 150 meter
Cowboy
från det
2,
huset.
wait one, I've lost control over my weapon systems. We'll check up what it is.
Cowboys here, 2 copies. Ja, det finns ju en under själva masten och sen finns det ju en som är mellan oss och den här byggnaden vi skjuter på nu.
Mind if I get part on target?
Cowboy 01, take over with Vulture 2. Vulture 1, report when weapon is fixed. Over.
That's a good copy. We'll land at DPN and check what it is.
Vulture 2, push BP Whiskey.
Confirm BP Whiskey.
Positionen åt den riktningen du tittar åt nu. Alltså om du centrerar vyn på han som finns vid huset så kan jag se 4 mål just nu.
4.
Ja,
Jag har
den är
3.
jämn.
Ja,
Den är
det,
jävligt bra jämn för dig.
det kan man nog fan påstå i så fall.
I can see where Norheim landed. I could call Cass on him.
Kom ihåg att de är gula.
He's in the same general direction.
Jag tror jag ser han bakom en stolpe. Ja, jag ser han. 249.
Vulture 2 on target.
Hey, firm, reference previous engagement, the large
Tvungen att
concentration
stega
of
igenom
trees over.
lite
Confirm
Talk-on
when eyes on.
snack där. Under förra transporten.
Confirm.
Kommunikationen.
Hey, firm, follow that northeast till you get to the road moving left to right. Confirm when eyes on, over.
Ja, Norheim verkar generellt ha förståelse för vad vi menar.
Ja, ni brukar
Hey,
vara bra
firm, follow that
förståelse.
road to the right of the
Bara det
large
att Snack
concentration of
kan
trees.
behöva
Approximately
arbeta lite på sin
50 to 100 meters,
beskrivning
you'll
av
see a
objekt. och
half
dylikt.
broken building, over.
Kanske blir lättare när han får den här terrängen. Här är ju mycket mer att referera mot.
Vulture 2, that is your target, type 1 in effect, rocket, rocket, rocket.
Received. Inbound. Cowboy 2, this is Vulture 1 message. Cowboy 2, this is Vulture 1, message, over.
Vulture 1, wait until Vulture 2 has completed with cover 1.
Affirm, waiting.
Vulture 2, get effective on target, 100 over 100.
Ska vi se, Snack har nu sista målet åt
Push
nordöst.
IP Charlie
Därefter
again,
kommer
over.
han titta åt den här
can
riktningen.
have
Och
also
då
Charlie.
rekommenderar jag
Yep.
att du istället tittar typ söderut för nyare mål.
Ja, man kan ju komma hit annars.
Snack tar hand om de här.
Du bara gör klart va? Vulture 1, cover 2.
This is Vulture 1, weapon systems are up and running. Is it still the same target, over?
Did you have good effect on that?
From cover 02, still same target, still same conditions. You are cleared hot, over.
That's a good copy. Vulture, we're going in hot with rockets, over.
Target really quick. Let's see.
Bro, how the fuck did I get up here last time?
I don't know. Might be so that Ace is using the same. I don't know. Just stay by the middle support bar. Like, yeah.
Den jäveln dog.
It looks like you're using Ace movement. Oh, that's good.
Vulture 1 from cover 02, good effect on target. Enemy is destroyed. Push IP Delta and stand by for third tasking, over.
That's a good copy. Pushing IP Delta.
Fuck this. Yeah, how'd it work that time? Nice.
Okay, let's see.
What the fuck would you call this thing? That what is this, like a power tower, electrical tower? What would you call that damn thing?
The power station? Or the tower?
The tower with all the electrical lines running on it. What would you call that?
I don't know. You're American, I'm the Swede.
8 zones to go.
I'm gonna just call it an electrical
You mean
tower.
that large metal tower?
Yes. The
That
one to
is
the-
a main distribution line.
Too hard to say.
Will your partner know what that is if I say that to him?
I don't know.
Standing by on IP
You
Delta.
could just call it a metal tower for all I care, or a metal power main.
Fair enough.
Vulture 1, cover 2.
This is Vulture 1, send your message.
From Bravo 2, push IP Bravo over IP Charlie. Report when established IP Bravo, over.
That's a good copy. We'll push IP Bravo through IP Charlie. Out.
Whose turn is it now?
Snacks.
Engage. Snacks, alright.
Yeah. I think that's how you spell bourbon. How do you spell bourbon?
Let's see, where did you even put it?
I haven't placed it down yet.
Oh.
Bourbon. Right there.
That is Yeah, that's pretty spot on, really.
Well, I'm gonna move it a little bit closer though.
Might be a bit hard to see it over the town.
Yeah, I moved it over some more. Anyways, Vulture 2, push BP Bourbon from Charlotte.
Yeah, 7 targets for me.
Received EP Bourbon.
Alright.
Bourbon.
I could go for a good bourbon right now.
I'm
doing whiskey.
On whiskey.
I mean, I haven't ate yet, so I need to eat before I start drinking. I'll probably just save that for later anyways. I'm making steaks, so... Or steaks, more specifically. On some of that.
I would kill for a good steak with a good wine sauce right about now.
Boy, let me tell you, I am the best cook in the world, guaranteed. Fuck Gordon Ramsay.
Well, fuck. If we ever meet up sometime, I am going to have to check that by myself.
I'll send you a picture of the last steak I cooked. What was it, 2 days ago? My God. That bitch was cooked to perfection. That was a big, one of those cowboy tomahawks that we have here in Texas. Oh.
Vulture 1, Vulture 2, this is Air 1. Advise on fuel.
Vulture 1 is at 25% fuel, over.
You can do this all
Vulture
day.
2, same traffic.
Understood. I will do a magical refill for you guys.
Cowboy 2, this is Vulture 1, standing by on IP Bravo, over.
Cowboy 2 copies, out.
Vulture 2, this is Cowboy 1, do you copy?
Vulture 2 receiving.
Hey, from VP Bourbon, northwest west of Fob Eagle Eye, you'll see a giant metal tower approximately 450 meters out. Confirm when eyes on.
He's not even looking in the right direction right now, so...
Where the fuck is it?
This is a really good training.
Bro, I said northwest west, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Vulture 2, are you alright? No strokes or anything?
Yeah, I'm just fine. I'm trying to find the tower. No such luck at the moment. Stand by.
I think he didn't mean your northwest west. I think he meant his northwest west. Over.
Is it not the same? Retarded? From where he's at to where he needs to go. Nah, bro, it's the same. What the fuck?
Vulture 2 to Cowboy. Confirm from Bourbon, northwest west, or from your position, northwest west.
Same thing.
I'm gonna be real with you, Vulture 2. It's the same thing, but from where you're looking, turn more to the left, almost directly west.
Yeah, received. I'm looking out the side of my door. I'm not pointing towards where I think the target is.
Well, that's weird.
Okay.
Alright.
Confirm. You'll see two metal towers, the ones with the power lines running on them. You'll see one with a building at the base, and you'll see one to the right. The one I need you to look at is the one on the right without a building on it.
Received. Is it going to be like a cluster of 3 houses?
Negative. It's the electrical tower to the right of that, I believe.
Assuming he's looking at the one west.
Yeah, the one in the middle of the field. The 2 bushes to the north and south. I've got eyes on.
A-firm. Follow that east down towards the fob about 100 meters. You'll see a stone wall, a large stone wall, and then a smaller stone wall.
You guys all right?
Fine, all right.
You know,
Is my team speak dying? What the fuck is going on?
Vulture 2 to Cowboy, I'm unable to distinguish the size of the walls from this distance.
okay, as long
Affirmative.
as
Push over the fog. Over.
he's able to distinguish those walls and the metal main, he should be fine.
This is a good time to just shoot a fucking smoke out.
Yeah, my fucking team speak is dying though. You guys sound like fucking robots right now.
I got the same actually.
I think everyone in this TeamSpeak is dying right now. Something is wrong with the server.
Yeah, Logan. Yeah, okay. Why is he still doing that, dude? That's pissing me off. He's looking to the fucking north. And
That is because he has more visual out of the
Vulture
door.
2, just confirm, is it going to be the wall that's got broken down, or is it going to be the one to the further east of that, where it's kind of like a corner piece?
what the fuck is the corner piece talking about?
Vulture 2, confirm you got a visual on the longer stone wall directly east of that, and then a corner stone wall to the left of it.
Yeah, I've got eyes on the cornerstone wall to the left of it.
Affirm, you'll see a short stone wall directly to the right of that. Over.
Eyes on like a T section.
Okay, so
Negative, it's just a flat wall. It'll be directly parallel with it.
in this case, I would recommend that you actually identify the two bushes on the sides of the target rather than the walls. Because there's quite a bit of walls in the area, so it might be a bit hard for him to distinguish. But if you specify the two different shrubs towards the east of the tower, I think he will have a easier time locating.
Vulture 2, reference the cornerstone wall again. You'll see shrubs next to it, correct?
The northern side of it, like a big brown rock.
What rocks?
Negative. But I'm talking about the corner wall that I had referenced earlier. There should be two shrub bushes next to it, correct?
Yeah, you're gonna have to re-clarify. So I'm looking at the base of the power pylon. There's stone walls to the northern side of that curve around. I'm looking over there at the moment.
Negative. You need to look direct east, southeast of the tower. Over.
Hey, fam, looking southeast.
You should see a long stone wall not far off the base to the east, and then to the left of that, a little bit farther down towards the fog, a corner stone wall with two shrubs next to it. Confirm on visual.
Yeah, I was well off. I think I know what you're talking about now.
A-firm, so directly to the right of that, you should see another two bushes and a wall, a short wall before that. Over.
Is that going to be by the road?
Negative, he's looking too
Negative.
far left.
Negative. It's gonna be more to your right, I believe, from where you're looking.
How far does my fucking grenade launcher range out to?
Yeah, sorry, Chief. I'm having a real
300?
time
350.
doing this right now.
So pop a smoke and just say between the pole and the smoke.
Vulture by for smoke.
What, did I not reload? Shit. Love when that happens.
I estimate 450 to the targets.
What
Okay,
the
that was
fuck?
too
How
far.
did I range a 350 and it goes all the way back there? Are you fucking
Because
kidding me?
you looked way too far up.
No, bro. There's no way. I aim at the fucking road. What?
Yeah, Vulture 2, I've got eyes on the red smoke at the base of the power pylon.
A-firm, stand by for another smoke for adjustment.
This fucking... Dude, I fucking love this game. Please tell me.
That is not much better.
What? How?
Okay, wait.
Alright, Vulture 2, reference that red smoke. Follow that down the hill towards the fob. You should see some green bushes directly off of that smoke, and then another set of green bushes a little bit farther down with a stone wall behind it.
Is that going to be the second smoke or the first smoke?
The first smoke.
Yeah, I've eyes on that stone wall.
A-firm, directly to the left of that bush with the stone wall, there should be a short wall over it.
Yeah, this guy wearing bright yellow.
Yes.
There you go.
How would you like me to kill him?
I'm very mad at him, so let's do a type 1 with rockets, please.
Hey, type with one rockets.
Bro, what? Look at that smoke. How, dude? Do you see how far that is?
Yeah.
Stand by, I'm going to have to go around. Completely fucked up this approach.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay, but, Snag, just a bit of tips regarding this run. To locate this, I would go for the most distinguishable object first, which is the power transformator. That is a bit further away from that pylon. From that, I would just tell the pilots to count to the second pylon from that transformer. From there on, I would tell them to look east 100 meters off the pylon and look for 2 shrubs with walls in between. That should give them a pretty good idea of what you're talking about. Always try to look for the most distinguishing points in the area, and then just work your way from there. So, for example, there are multiple pylons, so starting out by pointing the pilot towards one of them is maybe not the best idea, seeing as the transformer is pretty much the only one in a vicinity, like a radius of a couple of kilometers. You can safely point the pilot towards that, knowing that it would be uniquely seen by the pilot from that position. And then you just work your way down, seeing as all the pylons are connected, and you can easily count the amount of pylons away from the transformer. I would pick that up as the
Vulture 2, Cowboy 2, can you confirm that the guy's dead?
Yeah.
Vulture 2, perform another run, type 1, guns, please.
So mad at that guy, so do that real quick. Because he fucking missed the rockets again.
Copy that. Guns.
Fucking, they were all within like 25
it was still
meters.
within shrapnel distance.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll just clear this.
That's
yeah.
Vulture 2, good effect on target. Head for IP Charlie and over.
I feel bad for Norheim, dude.
Received IP Charlie.
Yeah, it's fine.
Dude, what time is it?
Vulture 1, Cowboy 2.
This is Vulture 1. Send your message over.
From Cowboy 2, my position as before on OP Eagle, are in contact with the infantry south of my position across the road. From the town of Selacano, there is a road leading southwest that takes a Y intersection. Do you have a visual on the road over?
That's a good copy. I got in the eyes on the road that has a Y intersection over.
From the Y intersection, follow the road to the west and then northwest. Do you see where it get crossed by power lines over?
Wait one, is lining myself up with the road to get a better visual over.
Roger, just say visual when you have visual on the road and the power lines crossing it over.
That's a good copy. I got a visual on the power line crossing the road over.
Excellent. If you follow the power lines, you will follow 2 power line poles that are located north of the road. Do you see the second power line over? So power line pole over?
Cowboy 2, just to be clear, the poles are crossing the road twice. One's very close to the Y intersection and one a bit further away. Which one do you mean over?
Vulture 1 from Cowboy 2. The Y intersection is the anchor point. Visual.
That's a good copy. Got visual.
From the anchor point, follow west for 150 meters and you will have a turn leading northwest. Visual on the turnover.
Good copy. I have visual on that turnover.
From that turn, you will have the power lines on the north side of the road for at least 2 poles over.
Yeah, I got visual.
Second pole has a stone wall, a short stone wall just north of the road. You have visual.
That's an A firm. Got visual. It's the eastern of the post, southeastern, right?
From Calculator 2 should be the northwestern pole. But do you have eyes on electric pole and just close to it there is a short stone wall over?
That's a good copy. Should I fire on the northwestern pole of that over?
A firm. At the stone wall is enemy infantry. This will be a type 1 mission. Initially guns to verify target and thereafter rocket if needed. I want you to hit the stone wall and I will adjust from there over.
That's a good copy. We'll hit stone wall and from there Cowboy 2 will adjust over.
Bro.
You are clear hot over.
Hey firm, you want me to hit it from southeast to northwest over?
From northeast to southwest over.
Okay. That's a good copy. Need to position then. Give me 1 mic over.
I hopped on Twitter, right? And I was looking, I checked the trending and I saw...
Roger, say when in over.
Okay. I thought I
Hey
had to
firm,
do
with a research contact when in position.
ridiculous amount of money she just made on OnlyFans in 24 hours, right?
Oh god.
It turns out she fucked everyone on the app. So she single-handedly fucked the app and its creators, or whatever they want to call themselves. One tweet,
in
they call
position
themselves a creator, but they're sex workers.
Vulture 1, Cowboy 2, clear hot.
You charge $200 for
That's a good copy.
message,
Guns.
apparently, which is basically like you have to pay to see the message, which is wild, right? That's crazy. That's like a girl sending me a nude and then charging me for it. But apparently she wasn't even naked in the $200 video. A bunch of people asked for refunds.
Vulture 1, Cowboy 2, readjust 1 electric pole to the west, that is your right, and the next stone wall is correct one.
They won't be able to withdraw any money
On target, on target.
30 or 40 days. Basically a full bill cycle. So everyone...
Vulture 1, re-attack with rockets, same attack heading as before, over.
That's a good copy. Didn't have time to perform rocket. We'll do a rerun. Over.
I'm not gonna lie, in the back of my mind, I'm like,
Repeat
well,
last over.
that just goes to show you that
Did not have time left to do rockets. We'll reroute and hit
that
again over.
what is it? And shit, like actors, yeah, there's sims, but it's like the forbidden fruit.
From Cowboy 02, you have time to re-engage over.
You got all these bitches
That's a
that
good
are
copy.
like
Would read it.
doing it for 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks, whatever, right? And then it's like, okay, well that's common on OnlyFans, right? You can find those chicks anywhere. But then Bella Thorne shows up and everyone's like, fuck this celebrity, I want to see, right? And then she charges exuberant amounts, makes $2 million in a day, and these chicks are flexing, making 20 or 30K a month. And now they're complaining
Before we
because
missile.
they can't withdraw the money. But like,
Clear hot.
in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm telling you, you're not diversifying.
Virtual 1, Cowboy 2, good effect on target, 100 over 100, they are destroyed. Push IP, Delta, and over.
That's a good copy. Cowboy will push IP Delta out.
Anyway, so these chicks are flexing, they're making 20 to 30K a month, right? And now they're mad because they can't withdraw the money. Some of them are worried because this is their quote-unquote livelihood. But you're telling me you're making 20, 30K a month, you withdraw that at the end
Are
of the
we
month,
done
you
for
won't?
today, or we're gonna continue?
Yeah, like what the fuck do you do with that money?
Exactly, right? What are you doing with 30K a month?
Yeah.
And
Anyways,
then, like-
Snack, have you found your next target?
Yeah, I'm looking at the one on the pylon to the left of the previous one that Picard engaged.
Understood. Have you thought about how you will direct your pilot towards that
Virtual
target
1,
first?
Cowboy 2, what's your fuel set over?
Him reference his
fuel
previous
is at
engagement
80%
and
over.
follow that to the pylon to the left.
And your possible flight time over?
Alright. That is good.
About 1 hour over.
And then I will tell him that the target
Copy
is
out.
at the base of the tower between the building and the fucking tower.
I'm going off net for taking a piss, so if they call for Cowboy 2, just answer up.
Vulture 2, this is Cowboy 1. Push for DP Bourbon, over.
See, Devin.
Anyways, like I was saying, that does baffle me though, because these chicks flex and make that much money, and then all of a sudden, now that they can't withdraw it, they can't. They're freaking out. So
Yeah,
that
I mean,
just-
those are the kinds of girls that, you know, like they earn a lot, but they don't know how to like
How to
properly
save?
spend it. They just see the money and they just think, oh my god, I can buy all of these things, and then they just like buy all the things without thinking about any possible repercussions because they just think, oh well, you know, next month I get another 30K, so it's fine if I spend all my money this month.
yeah, and I can understand that mentality because like, Sims, bro, it's easy money. It's easy money doing that kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
So like, I can understand why they don't feel secure in that sense. But what happens if that platform disappears? What happens if what's happening now happens, right? You're telling me you haven't saved
2
any
on
money.
standby.
I'm back.
Anyways, we'll deal with this conversation in a second.
Yep.
Vulture 2, reference your previous engagements. That electrical tower, follow that one to the next one over to the left. Confirm on visual.
Eyes on the one with the house to the side of it.
Affirm, at the base of that tower, between the tower and that white building, stands your target. Confirm on visual.
No eyes on target, but I can hit the middle of that.
Affirm, Vulture 2, you're clear for type 1, rocket, over.
Copy en route.
By the way, if you look below the target, you'll see that the target is actually like on the base of the steps towards the building.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, Jeopard.
He doesn't do CAS, bro. Remember? Oh, that was close.
Okay, there we go.
Vulture 2, good effect on target. I say yeah, good effect on target.
He really needs to work on his class, bro.
Yeah.
That's a little rough. His guns aren't too bad.
Virtual 1, Cowboy 02, push IP Bravo over. Report when established.
That's a good copy. We'll push IP Bravo. We'll reestablish them on station. Out.
But yeah, regarding our conversation, Snack,
Yeah.
I know this one girl who used to take some of the same classes as I did, and she was calling herself a quote-unquote Instagram influencer. And she had some sponsorships from some like local fucking brands and shit to, you know, like show off their clothes on some
Yeah.
pictures and shit. And so she was making some decent money from it.
Yeah.
But then there came some allegations of her abusing her pets.
Yeah.
So, you know, like people started flooding her comments with that and shit. And she started losing those sponsorships.
Yeah.
And then, like a month after that, she just stopped coming to school, and she started claiming, you know, that she had depression and everything. Like, question is, how did she get the depression? And like, you know, like when talking to her friends, they all said that, oh, she got depression because she lost her income and shit. And the thing is, like, she wasn't like getting taxed on that income and everything, so it wasn't really legal, so to say. Because it was
She wasn't
proper
getting.
income. It was at least like I think someone said that it was around like $1,000 a month or so.
Yeah, but then,
So
well, at
it's
least in America,
yeah.
the company that's
Cowboy 2,
paying
this is
that
Vulture
money
on station
would
on
have
IP
to
Bravo over.
declare that, and then if you don't declare that when you do
Vulture
taxes,
1,
you're
Cowboy
gonna get
2.
fucked.
Reference your last attack where the rocket stroke on the stone wall and the road, over.
Depression and everything because of
A
it.
firm go visual,
And
over.
you know, like
From the rocket strikes, there is a ridge line moving southwest-west with one-time windmill on. Do you have visual over?
Yeah, that's
Wait, one will move a bit closer to get
I
better
guess you should
visual over.
sell the clothes.
Oh, she would never do that. She was she is a proper fucking diva.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of understand that about like personally for
Cowboy
me,
2, is it the small road
it's dress shoes. Dress shoes for
moving
me are that thing.
after
Like, I
the
don't mind spending
secondary
a
pole,
couple
over?
$100 on a good pair of dress shoes or however much they cost.
Negative.
Get rid of them.
From your last strike, there is a ridge line going southwest-west with one power line. We have visual on the big ridge line, over.
If you actually, you know, have enough money to spend on those kind of things, then it's
That's
fine.
a good
But,
copy.
like,
I got visual on the ridge line, over.
she was also getting a student
And
loan,
just to clarify, to the west of the ridge line, there is a small road going down to a white chapel. You see the chapel as well, over?
That's a good copy. I got eyes on road and the chapel, over.
So she had to start
Excellent. The ridge line we're talking about is the one on the east side of that road with just one windmill, over.
That's a good copy. I got eyes on that ridge line, over.
Excellent. On that ridge line, counting from your rocket strike to the ridge line, 1/3 along the ridge line, there is a short stone wall next to two natural stones. Do you have visual, over?
That's why I don't keep all my eggs in one basket, bro. I like to diversify.
I believe I do, over. Is it closer to the road than there is to the windmill, over?
Affirm by 1/3 of the length, over.
Yeah, I got visual on the store.
Excellent. That is your target. There is dismounts along the stone wall. I want you to do a type 1 mission, guns, from northeast to southwest, and egress to IP Bravo. Stand by for re-attack. Report when ready to push over.
That's a good copy. Ready to push to perform guns over, out.
Yeah, that's not quiet.
Vulture 1, you're clear to push and you're cleared hot, and over.
That's wild.
Guns.
Yeah, and I've started to call it a lenity allegation. Because, you know, basically same shit.
Bro. Yeah. That's wild, dude.
I'd clear that.
Yeah, but like that,
Vulture 1 from Cowboy 2, good effect on target. No further tasking needs. Push to IP Bravo, stand by for new tasking, over.
That's a good copy. Repush to IP Bravo for further tasking, out.
let me check this. Will this work? Nah, we'll move
See,
it.
only 3 targets remain.
Oh.
3 targets, and they are all on the let's
Yeah,
see,
well, I know where 2 of
western
them are.
side and
I'm
on
looking at
the
one.
northwestern.
Yeah, I'm looking at one here. There's one right at the base of this hill, and I don't know where the third one is. Anyways, Vulture 2, push for BP Whiskey, por favor.
Okay, so kind of northwest
See, Papa.
from the start. Yeah.
Get it right. It's Poppy. Anyways, but yeah, like, I don't know, man. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you. I wish I'd been born a fucking girl, dude. I'd take advantage of this OnlyFans shit in a heartbeat. But I would have been smart.
So you could be one of those.
No, but here's the thing: if I was raised the way my parents raised me, like assuming I still had the same parents, right? I was just gender swapped, right? My parents would have raised me to actually learn how to save money and how to hold a job and how to not rely on one thing forever. But I think I would have been smart enough to save a little, put some money into other things. But anyways, let me see where he's at.
Oh, she's something.
Hey, from what to check northwest, north. You should see a large concentration of trees at the base of the uphill over.
Advise the transmission is at 2x5.
Yep. Radio check over.
Still 2x5.
Mark, can you hear me?
Pretty chilly.
Yeah, I hear it pretty shitty too.
This is gorgeous. Vulture 2, over.
Just tell my Jesus that I have a TFR chat over there that we can use.
No whisper target found.
Check.
Check, check.
Okay, Grims.
Hey,
Check.
okay. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. At least now it's stable.
I fucking put T4.
Radio check, Gepard.
5x5.
Understood. Let's see. Is Norheim joining as well?
No, I'll give him the TS.
Don't worry, I'm messaging him right now.
I'm gonna continue my shit anyways. Vulture 2, I say again, reference the fog to the northwest, you should see a large concentration of trees at the base of the fog hill over.
Eyes on.
Affirm, follow that large concentration of trees up to the northwest. You should see a demolished building with stone walls surrounding it on all sides over.
Eyes on.
Affirm, that is your target. Type 1 in effect. Guns, 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 over.
Receive guns, guns, guns.
At least we can hear each other perfectly.
Yep. Yeah. Be like, why can't he do that with his rockets, bro? Fuck.
Because our main team speak was fucked.
Okay, I'm removing the target.
Vulture
King, get your next one.
2. Good effect on target, 100 over 100. Head back for IP Charlie, over.
Copy, IP Charlie.
Oh,
But yeah, plan is I actually bought a full-on fucking license for us for TeamSpeak for a year, and it's essentially like half the price for a full year. So I'm going to host a TeamSpeak server on
Virtual 1, copy 2.
This is what you
on the
want to
same
do.
IP as the repo.
Push from copy 2. Push BP Julie. Report when established.
That's a good copy. We'll push BP Yuli.
Snack, did you fall down? Snack fell down. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm alive. Bro,
You fucking idiot.
I fucking crouched and it knocked me off, dude. I was just sitting here. I was sitting there in front of you, and then I crouched, and then it just lit off. God damn it, bro. Now I gotta struggle to get back up here again.
That's a big struggle.
I don't understand what's wrong, dude.
Looks like you're trying to use Ace Interact.
Bro,
or
I'm doing
Ace
control
vaulting.
space, bro. What is this?
Wait, try going to the left side. No, move left. Yeah, there. Try to use that wall to scale on your left side.
Cowboy, this is Vultures on standby at BP Yuli, over.
Virtual 1, copy 2 copies. My location still OP Eagle Eye. From your point of view, you have a valley leading towards the hill I'm on. That valley forms up into two smaller valleys, one going east, one going west. Do you have eyes on the western one, over?
Hey, King.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing this one right in front of us?
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know where the last one is, so I'm gonna go look for that then.
Look near power pylons. Yeah, the smaller ones.
Cowboy 2, I have eyes on the western valley, over.
I can barely see the motherfucker.
Excellent. Follow the western valley. When it ends, which is before the main road, there are two big natural rockets next to two smaller trees. Do you have visual, over?
That's a good copy. I have visual on the rocks, over.
Excellent. Those two rocks have the infantry next to it. It will be a Type 1 mission with guns, guns, guns. You are clear to push when ready, over.
Pushing now is ready. Will from guns, guns, guns out.
Virtual 1, cover 2, clear hot.
Where the fuck is he shooting? That is
not right.
Not
right. Not at all.
Virtual 1, abort, abort, abort.
Aborting.
His fucking bullets just flew right into the sea.
Congratulations, Vulture 1. You have taken out a friendly convoy.
Vulture 1 from cover 2, re-establish BP Yuli. I had no visual on your bullets, so stand by for further Talk-ons, over.
He was shooting at the
standing
road.
by on BP Julie. Out.
Vulture 1, Air 1, be advised the local population thanks you very much for the donation of fish that you killed with those bullets. Over.
Oh, dude.
That's a good copy. Did I overshoot that, Mark?
Yeah, some of the bullets just went straight into the sea.
Okay, Vulture 1, Cowboy 2.
Yeah, this is Vultures in a minute.
Reference last mission's L bend in the road that's east of the power plant, over.
I got eyes on the L bend, over.
From the L bend, walk towards the valley that's west of my position. Do you have eyes on, over?
Say that again, over.
Walk from that L bend towards the valley that is west of my position, the small valley that's just 100 meters west of my hill, over.
Yeah, I have visual, over.
About 150 meters from the L bend there is 2 rocks, natural rocks. Do you have eyes on, over?
Affirm, I believe I have eyes on the rock you're talking about, over.
Roger, you are clear to re-engage that correct target. Report 180.
Affirm, just to correct, it's the rock really close to the bend, over.
From Commander to negative is about 100 to 150 meters from the bend, over.
I am soon going to fucking
Alright, that's
put
a good
some
copy. We'll
flares on
perform
those rocks.
guns, over.
I'll just launch a flare in that
Crucial
direction.
1, clear hot. Well, if it doesn't hit now, I'm gonna have a smoke on him.
Dead on.
Crucial 1, cover 2, dead on, continue, out.
Alright. There is only one target left, and that is yours.
Yep.
Virtual 1, cover 2, good BDA, 100 over 100. Push IP Delta and stand by further orders, over.
That's a good copy. Pushing IP Delta and out.
Vulture 2, Cowboy 1, push BP Tequila for me, please.
I received tequila.
Yeah, I like that. Right. Dude, that was. This is gonna be an interesting one. I'm gonna just try to fucking shoot every rocket he's got. What would that be? Type 3 or some shit? Can I just call
Nah.
an arrow in our position?
It's still type 2 or type 1. But you can just say type 1, expend all ammunitions, or expend all rockets. Type 3 is like when we do not have eyes on the area, and we have to trust whoever is reporting that they're gonna be engaged in the correct area.
Standing by on IP Delta.
Okay, I think that this training was beneficial for the both of you, as well as the pilots.
Hey, should we do something interesting? We push Vulture 1 in behind Vulture 2, so they do a two gunship attack.
Vulture 2 on position.
I mean,
Want to? I would call him in right now.
Up to you guys.
Direct them both. All right.
Vulture 1, this is Cowboy 1, push BP Tequila for me, please. And Vulture 2, stand by.
Tequila! Oh, that hurt my throat, actually.
Yeah, just let them know that's the two ship attack, so they don't get confused.
Cowboy, did you call out for Vulture 1? Over.
Affirmative from Cowboy 1, Vulture 1, push for BP Tequila and begin to look towards the southwest. We're going to attempt a two-bird run on the final target, over.
I ran
That's
out
a
of
good
breath.
copy.
I
We'll
started struggling to say the words,
tequila,
bro. Damn. All right.
Gapar, do I look good from up there?
Dude, I can't even see you from up here.
Have you tried opening your eyes?
Where's this fucking helicopter? I'm outside. There it is.
I can see you from down here. Why can't you see me from up there?
Well, I'm sure I could light up a tower that you're conveniently sitting on if you want.
Yeah, you know what? Do it, bro. Broken arrow.
Just, oh god.
Wait, you want it for real?
He's actually.
No, you fuck. Stop.
Abort.
You dumb fuck. Man, I could have just told him to start firing, bro.
Oh, he actually did it.
Cowboy, be advised, Vulture 1 is on BP Tequila, over.
Hey, for Vulture 2, push for BP Tequila as well, and double time it.
Yeah, we want to experience how it is on the receiving end for once.
Like 1-3.
I was about to say that. Alright, anyways.
Well, it's not like we sympathize, but we're just, interested.
Vulture 1, Vulture 2, reference the power station to your southwest, over. Confirm when eyes on.
Vulture 1 has eyes on the power station, over.
Vulture 1 eyes on.
Confirm. Follow that break. Oh shit, I thought I was gonna sneeze. Alright. Sorry. Follow that power station to the left. You should see the road that bends going left to right, over.
Cowboy, could you say that again, over?
Down. Fuck. Going towards the fob, you should see the road that bends, that starts to bend from left to right, over.
That's a good copy. I got the bending road. Confirm.
Vulture 2, I have eyes on that as well.
Affirm, from the power station, follow the road to the left until you see the first power line pylon, over.
Vulture 2, eyes on in between the cluster of trees.
Yeah, I think I have eyes on. Is this the one close to the road, or is it the ones further away from the road, over?
Confirm the one close to the road. It will be the first one between the power station and the cluster of trees farther left, over. Vulture 1, Vulture 2, confirm when eyes on.
The one between the rubbles, you twats.
Did you just help them out?
The one pylon between the two fucking destroyed buildings. The first pylon that is moving away from the power station.
Vulture 1, Vulture 2, it will be the first pylon moving away from the power station towards the southeast. You should see two knockdown buildings to the left and to the right of that pylon, over.
I love how you're just moving the fucking target.
Copy that, Cowboy 1. We have eyes on the 1 times target under the first pole from the power station, over.
If they
Yeah.
didn't see that,
No,
I
they
would
saw it, yeah.
Confirmed. Vulture 1, Vulture 2, Type 1 in effect. Rocket, rocket, rocket. Expend all your ammunition. I say again, expend all your ammunition.
I'm about to tell him no effect on target.
Vulture 1, Vulture 2, no effect on target. I say again, no effect on target. You fucking missed.
Dude, like, the target won't even pop back on.
This fancy motherfucker.
Permission to go in close to the target, over.
Vulture 1, I got an enemy helicopter sitting over Fog Eagle Eye, over. You got visual? He's pushing northwest, and I'll say again, enemy helicopter pushing northwest from 5 Eagle Eye.
That's a good copy. I got eyes. Permission to engage.
8 firm, you're clear to engage.
Oh God.
It's gonna crash.
Maybe actually.
Vulture 2, you're being engaged by an enemy bird. I say again, you're being engaged by an enemy bird.
Why is there a fucking target next to me, bro?
Alright, boys. Well done.
Frag out.
I think that this concludes this training. We had both pilots and taxi training on Talk-on, and I think it went pretty well. We have been going for a total of 1 hour and 40 minutes to destroy 15 targets. Given that this was our first Talk-on training, I think that this was a pretty good time nonetheless. And next time we do Talk-on, I expect us to do some 130.
Also, King.
Yeah.
This isn't your fucking deployment loadout, right? No, it's not, because that's not even right camo.
Alright.
You do have a 1911 equipped on your other loadout, right?
No Glock.
Put on a fucking 1911 tomorrow.
Ah, cool.
1911s, and I'd hate for you to get yelled at.
I just killed Kusela because I thought it was one of Udits. He spawned in, and I just fucking shot him.
That's a L, dude. Kusela, take him out.
Dude, he's probably getting ready to kick me out the server right now. That's
Wait, so we have 1911 as pistol?
Yes, we're supposed to be using the 1911, which I'm not really in the favor of.
What's wrong with
whatever.
him? Why can't we just use the Glocks?
Well,
Kusela
you guys
is
can
probably
use
in the
Glocks,
RPTS
I
server, I
guess.
think.
He is.
I have the Glock, and wait,
Yeah,
why,
no, I
where's
think
my
you guys can use
codes?
Glocks, but because we're on the fucking ground, unless Mark wants to override that and give me a Glock again, because we're air boys or whatever. But I was told by one mean man to fucking grab a 1911.
That's
I think-
stupid. I'm gonna continue using a Glock.
I think the real air is using the M9s actually as standard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because we're not part of Mars, because they may be Marsoc or whatever, but we're an air detachment.
Why
Yep.
does it matter? It's a game. When do you ever fucking use your pistol anyway?
It matters.
Actually, I use it
Now?
more than you would think. Well, not anymore, because I don't shoot people. I just send other people to do my dirty work. But
Alright,
before-
anyways, let's do a quick debrief. Thank you all of you for coming today. I think that, as said, we did good for the first Talk-on training. We did 1 hour and 40 minutes. Pretty good time overall, considering it was the first time. And I expect those numbers to go down as we move on. But nonetheless, very good job from all of you. And unless something happens or any of you have any LOAs, we will talk to each other tomorrow.
I have an
I
LOA.
have a complaint.
Okay.
But I also
Go
have
to-
some AR feedback.
If you have some, if you go over to the air training area, you look at King's things. See what color that is.
That's it? You're really
Look
just
at
gonna complain about
yours.
a fucking color?
Dude,
I thought
I
it was
need
something
the-
actually major.
I need the blue for
Pretty
color. I can't
major.
have this
Pretty
fucking
major.
crayon looking ass.
How do we know it's not an enemy that has placed those markers down? And they're trying to
Well,
confuse our
You know what?
tablets.
Next time I'm just gonna send it to your fucking tablet, so every time you have to look at it, your helicopter shuts off. Alright?
Okay, anyways, King, did you have any AAR points?
Yeah, or not really AR point, more of a lesson learned. I think what the biggest takeaway I will have take away from this training is that when a shopper do a check-in with me and I give them like the situation of on the ground, what's happening. I would also do as deep talk on the terrain as possible. For example, the L bend shape that me and Norheim had on the road, and we have the power plant, and we had the Y-shaped junction. Those were like key features to easily identify further talk-on points. So the more detailed talk-on we have about the terrain when a pilot checks in, the quicker it would be to do a further talk-on from those reference points, because they will already be known points. So we can just go, for example, from the L bend, push north 200 meters, there is a house. So I would spend more times doing proper talks on when they do the check-in, so we are a step ahead, so to say.
Yeah, a good thing to keep in mind is that whenever you do a check-in, as King says, might be good to describe the area for the pilots as much as possible. And when it comes to different points of interest, such as King points out the transformer or the road, etc. As long as you help the pilot identify your position, you can easily give them cardinal directions from your position towards those points of interest. That way, both you and the pilot can get a pretty good idea of the locations. Doesn't necessarily have to be done during the initial talk-on or during the initial check-in, but doing that during a talk-on can be beneficial for both the JTAC as well as the pilot. Does anyone else have any lessons learned or any remarks regarding this training?
This was a really good training. It was really needed, and yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I like this training. Learned a lot from it.
Yeah, I think that we will do this particular type of training a bit more often, because as you have noticed during operations, it's not always easy to use coordinates or 9 lines or 6 lines, especially when you're in the heat of the moment and you have to focus on other things as well. Then doing talk-ons can be beneficial, and so it's crucial for us to take the time down that it takes us to properly locate a target.
And make sure it's the correct target we're attacking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes that can be a bit confusing.
Well, it's not easy. Like, we have one view from the ground and you have one view from the air. They don't always line up, as we saw before.
Okay, anyways, I think that this concludes the training, and as said,